Another all-time high. That's what we're getting into. Bitcoin is pumping, and I want to share with you guys the news right here today, why Bitcoin is on the move. We're going to talk about this momentum, where it's possibly headed, and then we'll get you guys on your way. And if you haven't done so, guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Mark. I appreciate you guys all tuning in. Thank you for giving me a couple minutes of your time, and let's talk about some cryptocurrency, because right now, as we look into the market, this is absolutely insane, okay? We're talking about some extreme storylines, and now with Bitcoin getting over 98,000, there are some questions we have to ask ourselves. And I'm going to get into that. I'm going to share with you guys kind of my thoughts, what's going through my head. Thank you once more for sticking around. Let's get down into this, okay? And I want to share and start off this video by talking about the overall market in itself. We're going to dive into coin market cap to do so. Right now, we have that fear and greed in that extreme greed range, okay? 87 there on that metric, and the Bitcoin dominance is surpassing Ethereum in ways that we haven't seen in quite some time. 60% there on that dominance, okay? And if we look at this overall, okay, we have ticked down, but we have to talk about an incredible number here, up 4.32% again for BTC. Now, I want to share with you guys kind of where we're headed, and you could talk about the ETFs, you could talk about what's going on with President Trump that will be taking office, and all of those dominoes, okay? I have to tell you guys, this is something where Bitcoin right now appears to be unstoppable, and I have to ask you guys a question. Do you hold Bitcoin? All right, let me know down below in the comments, because I actually was out at a restaurant last night with some family members, and it was something where I talk about this with a lot of people, and everybody's just acting like this is some like celebrity that got pregnant or something. Okay, it's mind-boggling to me that the amount of people out there in the world that do not have any exposure or do not hold Bitcoin. It absolutely blows my mind. Okay. I can't understand it. I actually had this conversation with my mom, and you know, she's obviously when you're elderly and you're in a different position financially, your assets classes go into different kind of strategies. Okay, so you get more conservative. You need your retirement money. Okay, it's different than like, you know, people our age, or if you're my age or whatever age you are watching. If you're like that, you know, you could take more risks. That's just the traditional way of doing things. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. I just know a little bit from, you know, other people's experiences and my own knowledge. Okay. But, you know, I kind of just brought up the question, and I just wanted to ask people, like, and my mom was one of the ones that I wanted to share with you guys, because it's zero crypto. You know, has a financial advisor managing, you know, all of her money, all of her life savings, everything that she has to rely on for the future, and there is zero exposure to Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. And that is just kind of what I wanted to make this video, not just to talk about kind of my personal situation, but to kind of put in perspective how very close we are, and how much room there actually is to run. If you really put into perspective, generations turning over, crypto taking form, that adoption, 5% growing, okay? It's crazy to just wrap your head around it. All right. Imagine, you know, our parents are elderly. We don't have Social Security anymore. We have a Bitcoin distribution. Okay. Just kind of like, you know, formulate your mind in those weird directions that you can go down those rabbit holes, and really talk about how Bitcoin's going to kind of inspire the rest of the world right now. Okay. But this is kind of where I want to talk about some articles from the block, and we are going to look into this, and this will kind of share with you some numbers. But before we do so, if you guys want to start trading on futures, all right, I know a lot of people have been trading Bitcoin on futures since this run-up, since 16, 20,000, way back when this, you know, this year, okay? But if you want to get started trading futures, spot trading as well, there's zero fees for spot. This is where you could join with Build Your Dream Finance, BitFi, one of my favorite exchanges out there. And really, truthfully, the reason why they are my favorite exchange going right now is because they have a promotion that you can't really find anywhere else in the market. 10% cash back right into your account, signing up using my link down below. So if you deposit 10K, you get 1,000 back into your account. And who doesn't like free money to basically just use in this market where Bitcoin is just absolutely insane, okay? Never tell you to buy or sell a crypto here on the channel, so make sure that BitFi is right for you. But if you do trade futures, my link is down below if you want to jump on that, okay? But this is where I wanted to share with you guys kind of this 95K for the first time. And this is where we look into this yesterday. All right, now this article is a dinosaur. This is how fast crypto can move, okay? And you're looking at this, and I wanted to share with you guys kind of a piece from this if we're talking about Bitcoin exploding, not so much the numbers. So please understand these publications do not reflect the current price levels, okay? But this is where we look at kind of what's happening, okay? Coinbase, we've talked with this with the interviews with Brian Armstrong and others, okay? And now with all this ETF talk, James Seifert from Bloomberg Intelligence talking about it. This is something where you look into kind of why, where they're attributing Bitcoin in that IBIT tally, why we're seeing a lot of exposure. And this is kind of going hand in hand what I talked about with changing of the guard, with traditional way of retirement, investing. People are having more exposure. That's why I brought up that stuff about people that I know, okay? But this is kind of where you look into it too. The other thing that we're talking about is the Donald Trump focus, okay? We all know about it. The people rumored to be essentially hired and put in a position. This is where it really has us in the conversation where we're talking about $100,000 Bitcoin, which, you know, a lot of people out here on YouTube are kind of kicking themselves in the face because I don't really pump sunshine. I won't kind of BS you. And it's not that I didn't think that Bitcoin could go to 100,000. I didn't think it would be this soon after the election. And I think a lot of people out there, you know, have been making Bitcoin 100,000 price target videos and talking about that for months, okay? But now as Thursday's rally moves on, we have moved past 98,000 for the first time ever, all-time high after all-time high. And this is where a lot of analysts are starting to begin to think that there is a parabolic stage that lies ahead, okay? If we break 100,000 for Bitcoin, I think that this could send the market into a frenzy and everything could go absolutely haywire, and you just really don't know, okay? But back at the time of the election, okay, and this is not even before, it was before the election, November 5th, Bitcoin was at $69,000, okay? So just look at that, guys. Essentially, I mean, I can't do the math that to that extent, but it's basically, I want to say 40% give or take in gains since then, okay? Crazy stuff. And this is where Bitcoin goes parabolic every 4 years. Historically, that's what we've seen. And right now, as that seemingly is coming about every 4 years, and I've always joked that it's kind of eerily funny that it does coincide with the election. But anyways, I digress on that topic. But the best part about that going is the fact that not only are we getting this repeat of Bitcoin basically being on fire, this Bitcoin frenzy, this buying frenzy, back again in 2021, we get it with Donald Trump taking gasoline to the fire within what he chooses to do within the crypto policies and deregulation in the United States. So exciting stuff. I wanted to share with you guys my thoughts as Bitcoin keeps pressing all-time highs. 100,000 next. All right, so tune in for more. Make sure you guys all subscribe down below. Please remember, this is not financial advice, just my views and expressions involving the cryptocurrency sector. Please keep that in mind as well. And I hope you guys all choose to click the link down below to go explore BitFi, see what they have to offer, and make the best decision for yourself. If you guys want to trade futures and or spot, take advantage of that promotion. Okay, links down below. And I appreciate once more you guys watching, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Enjoy this day. Enjoy Bitcoin all-time highs.